Oh man, protecting fragile male egos. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. How often do we hide parts of ourselves from people who are closest to us? Hi, I'm Dr. Han Ren, and today I'm going to be reacting to Billie Eilish's music video, What Was I Made For? Let's dive in. Ooh, I love her vibe in this music video. She very much looks like a Barbie herself, like classic 1950s Barbie.
I used to float, now I just fall down.
Oh, these lyrics, they're so melancholy and touching. Like I used to know, I used to float, but now I don't. It really speaks to the standards that women have to uphold in society. We have to be confident, but not too much, just like America Ferrera's monologue in the Barbie movie.
What I was made for. What was I made for?
I love that she's just taking out clothes, right? Like it's such a hallmark of femininity is fashion and to arrange clothes and to do laundry. It seems to be such a allegory for domestic labor more broadly. Especially what was I made for? Doing domestic labor, apparently.
Taking a drive, I was an ideal, looked so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for.
There's so many themes here of not being real, of feeling like an imposter, something you paid for, something that you have to maybe internalize capitalism for in order to fit in and survive. And, you know, she's putting on an act for somebody. Who is it? It doesn't seem to be for herself. Is it for society? Is it for men?
What was I made for?
Oh my gosh, I think I recognize that outfit. It's so interesting because her clothes that she's wearing in this music video is so 1950s, but these outfits that she's pulling out of her suitcase are so modern, contemporary, and I think she wore these in some of her other music videos. I wonder what she's saying about different versions of herself or different masks that she has worn at earlier stages of her life.
I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try.
I don't know how to feel, but I want to try. And she's trying by arranging her life and trying to put order into different versions of her past selves, assuming that she's worn all of these outfits. How many of us can relate to that, of trying to find a more presentable version of our current selves, putting on certain parts of ourselves as masks because we think we might be more acceptable or more lovable if we hide other parts of ourselves?
I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might.
I love the way that she's looking at these outfits, at these past versions of herself. There's a fondness, but there's also a scrutiny of, you know, if I put this piece here and that piece there, then maybe it'll somehow fit in a way that will be more perfect. Oh, here comes life. Here comes the earthquake. She's getting out the accessories, things that augment our sense of self, our identity, material possessions maybe that help us feel more successful or productive. And then the ground starts shaking.
When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend.
When did it end? All the enjoyment, like the, starting off this, everything's so neat and orderly, and then something happens, a storm, this life happening, and the fact that it corresponds with these lyrics, when did it end? Like, what happens when we can't uphold these masks that we have tried so hard to make perfect in our life? What happens when we have to show our true selves, when it becomes too exhausting to wear all these masks?
It's not what he's made for. What was I made for?
Oh man, protecting fragile male egos. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. How often do we hide parts of ourselves from people who are closest to us, our parents, our best friends, our partners? How often do we feel like there are parts of ourselves that we should be ashamed of, that we can't be real about, and so we hide them so we're not rejected and we're not abandoned?
I don't know how to feel.
Oh my gosh, she's still trying so hard to arrange the clothes, but now it's raining, and it's like when life happens and we're taught like this is what we should be doing with our time, this is how we should be presenting ourselves, instead of, I don't know, getting a raincoat or an umbrella or trying to like change our situation and get out of this storm. She's still just going back to what she's familiar with, what she's been told is acceptable and allowable for her to do with her life.
But I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might.
She is scrambling. You can see her like trying to hold one thing up as she grabs a different thing. And I think that speaks so much to womanhood, how much we have to keep one set of balls in the air as we throw new ones in, and we try to juggle them all, and we can't let anything fall. One of my favorite metaphors for self-care is, it's actually by Dr. Pooja Lakshman in her book Real Self-Care. We have to know which set of balls are made of glass and which set of balls are made of rubber, because it's impossible to keep everything up in the air at the same time, and something's got to drop, because that's what keeps you able to keep juggling. So you got to just make sure the right things drop.
Someday think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I.
Okay, so the rain stops a little bit. She's able to rearrange her furniture so it's more orderly. She's trying to like wipe the rain off the desk. Never mind that she herself is soaking, but I gotta make sure my space is presentable. And then she says, I think I forgot how to be happy. In all of this masking and upkeep, she's losing touch with herself, and she's losing touch with how to take care of herself and listening to her body and discovering what she actually needs to be healthy, because she's sneezing, right? If you're sneezing, you're getting sick, and she's still not getting out of the rain. It's costing her.
I wait for something I'm made for.
The rain has stopped, and she's packing her stuff up, and she has kind of a more assuredness to herself. And she says, something I wait for, something I'm made for. You know, it's really interesting to think that happiness or satisfaction or, achievement or contentment, whatever it is that we're trying to to do or be in life is something that would just happen to us if we just wait long enough, if we just do what's told of us. And I wonder if this is sort of the pivot for her, where she's like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm going to pack this up, and maybe I don't need to just sit here waiting for happiness. Maybe I can discover it or create it, and I can find it somewhere else.
Something I'm made for.
That feeling of exhaustion, that head down. Yeah, when we're trying to only be happy and we're not allowed to feel other emotions or a range of emotions, we might feel shame or like we're failing if we are feeling something else. We might have to hide it from ourselves or the people that we love. And yet, it's totally normal to have a whole range of experiences. Oh my gosh, she runs back in heels. Ah, I remember running in heels. I don't really wear heels anymore. But she's running back in her heels to get something that she forgot. It's like as she's embarking on this next chapter of her life, this next chapter of self-discovery in her journey, she's like, here's a piece of me that I left behind. Let me go get it. Let me make sure I have all the pieces of myself. I might need it later. I might need that mask or that outfit at a different stage in my life. And I love that. It speaks to how all these different past parts and past versions of ourselves are just kind of tools in our toolbox. We can discover our more authentic self, but different masks that we've had to wear have helped us survive. It's helped us stay safe in all the different situations that life has thrown at us. And as we become more authentic and more safe to be who we are, there's still going to be situations where we might have to pull out a younger part, and a part that we have outgrown, in order to find survival in these tough situations. But I think it's so important that we get to discern, when do we need to pull out these older, younger versions of ourselves for survival, and when have we outgrown that modality or that mask and we can actually just be more real to who we are. I really love this song. I love that she wrote this song with her brother specifically for the Barbie movie, which speaks so much about femininity and dismantling patriarchy. And there's so many themes in here, even though it's such a simple music video. It touches upon perfectionism, depression, masking, femininity, all these facets of the experience of being a woman, and then just sort of like the busying ourselves with what we think we should be doing, even when life is very clearly giving us signals that maybe it's not working out for us. It takes a while. Sometimes we have to sit in the storm for a minute before we realize, oh, it's raining, and maybe I don't need to wait for the rain to stop. I can just remove myself from the storm or find a different situation. I think it speaks so much to the discovery of agency. We all have that agency, even when it's not always apparent. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Han Ren. For more videos from Healthline Mental Health, please like and subscribe. See you next time.